Double tap and hold to show more controls. Actions
Welcome
available.
everybody to a new episode of The Specifist on YouTube.
Notes button.
Hold on.
Double tap and hold to show more controls.
Second.
Notes. Double tap to open.
Alright. Shut it. So, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to go over iOS 18 here. The Braille screen input features. I find that iOS 18 is actually done very well with the Braille screen input. We're going to go into some examples here. Let me
Characters. Words. Speaking rate. Activities. No. Speaking rate. 60%.
slow down speech rate.
55%.
And let me turn on.
Activities. No activity selected.
Off.
Containers.
Turn off screen curtain.
Screen curtained off.
There we go. So, Braille screen input is actually done very differently now in iOS 18. So, what you do is you hold the phone like we'd normally hold with Braille screen input, then you press the three dot. You press on one side and the other side at the same time. You do that twice.
Braille screen input.
And it opens up Braille screen input mode. And let's just go to notes.
And 7 apps. Notes. Stopping Braille screen input. Opening notes.
Let's
Notes.
add
Back
a
button.
new note.
Toolbar. New note. Button. New note. Braille screen input.
And that's what's different. That's one thing that's different. There's a lot of things that are actually different with this new Braille screen input with iOS 18, but that's one of the things that are different. It's now you can go into settings, and we'll show you that in a minute, and you can select whether you want Braille screen input to be automatically engaged as soon as you press enter on a text field. So let's write something.
Dot 6. Cap E L O. Space. Hello. S U B S C R I B E R S.
And then to exit Braille screen input, you swipe with both fingers, with both hands, kind of like you're pinching outward.
Stopping Braille screen
You do
input.
that with
Subscribers.
one finger on each hand, basically. Or you could do it with, like you were using the rotor actions as well. That kind of works as well. So,
July note. Text field is editing. Hello subscribers. Insertion point at end.
that's one
Swipe
thing
up or
to
down.
do. Let's go to
Notes.
settings and we'll show
Double
you
tap to
how
open.
Let's go to settings and I'll show you how to activate certain parts of this. Let's go to settings.
Braille screen input.
S.
21 apps. Say 2 apps. Seeing AI. Swipe right with
T.
T. 1 app. Settings. Stopping Braille screen input. Opening settings. Settings.
That's different. That's the same as it always has been. And we'll get into command mode, which is a different thing as well. And there's a lot of things to go over there. So hopefully I remember all of it because there's a lot to go over with command mode.
Search. Search field. Review. Air. Wi-Fi. Blue. View. Jet. Camera. Accessibility. Button. Accessibility. Heading. Voice. Zoom. VoiceOver. Off. VoiceOver. Switch. Tap. Learn. What's. Tip. Speak. Speed. Braille. VoiceOver. Braille. Button.
I was gonna do.
VoiceOver. Back button. VoiceOver. Back. Braille. Tip. Match. Output. Input. Braille screen input. Button. Type in Braille. Launch apps and control your device using Braille screen input.
Shut it.
Learn more. Link. Type in Braille. Launch apps and control your device using Braille screen input. Place one finger. Use activation gestures. Switch button. Learn. Type in Braille. Launch apps and control your device using Braille screen input. Place one finger from each hand at the top and bottom edges of the screen and double tap to start Braille screen input. To exit Braille screen input, slide 2 fingers in opposite directions.
Yep. As you just heard, that's basically what you do.
Use activation gestures. Switch button. On. Without using the gestures, you can still start Braille screen input using the rotor. When using the rotor to exit Braille screen input, move both fingers.
Yeah, you can still use the rotor actions, and I don't get me wrong. If you don't want to do you keep using it in this way, it is confusing at first when you don't know what you're doing. Because the first time I started, I got iOS 18 update, the public beta, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out how to do this, so it does take some doing to figure out at first, and I actually had to figure out. It took me like an hour to figure out the different commands you can use with command mode, which we'll get into in a minute.
Start automatically when editing text. Switch button. On.
So you can
double tap to toggle setting.
So you can turn start automatically when
Start automatically when editing text.
when editing text, and you can turn that on, and that will basically now that you press enter on an edit box or whatever, and it'll automatically turn on Braille screen input.
When a text control is activated, Braille screen input will start automatically in Braille entry. Keep active until dismissed. Switch button. After you launch an app or choose an item, Braille screen input will stay active in command mode. Swipe left or right with 3 fingers to exit command mode. After you launch an app or choose an item, Braille screen input will stay active in command mode. Swipe left or right with 3 fingers to exit command mode.
So you could turn that on. I didn't have that on, but you could do that. And we'll get into command mode because there's a lot going there.
Reverse dot positions. Switch in 6.braille. The positions of dot 1 and 3 and dot 4 and 6 will be swapped.
Let's do command mode. Shut up. Voice. Fucking. The thing does go on sometimes, so let's go to Braille screen input.
Type in Braille. Launch apps. Braille screen input.
And then we go to command mode, and it makes a little beeping sound so you know when you're getting into command mode.
After you launch an app or choose an item, Braille screen input will stay active in command mode.
So there's
Swipe left or right with 3 fingers to exit command mode.
Commands here.
Swipe right with 2 fingers to move to the item.
Shut your mouth. There's a couple of interesting commands here. So you can press H to go to the home screen. Let's do that right now.
Notes. Tab dot 36 to open.
Let's do something else. So you can press K.
Starting help. To stop help, perform a 4-finger double tap or 2-finger scrub or press escape on the keyboard.
So let's do that for now, for a second, so that we can so you kind of see what I'm doing when I'm doing this. So
move to previous item.
That's A. Moving to previous item, and then there's the @ sign does.
Move to next item. Move to next item.
Next item. B exits. So let's not do that right now.
Copy.
Copy is C.
Home.
Turns on to home. That's H.
Show item chooser.
Item chooser is I.
Start help. Stopping help. Starting help. To stop help. Perform a 4-finger move to first item.
L is moved to first item. And then the underscore, which is .456, is
move to last item.
Moves to last item. LM. Mute speech.
Toggle mute.
Toggle mute. Which could be mute playing, I suppose. I'm not certain.
Scroll right.
And O is scroll right. And the OW, or dots 2, 4, 6, is
scroll left.
Scroll left.
Toggle speech.
P is toggle speech.
Toggle quick nav.
Toggle quick nav. I still don't know what that does.
Toggle quick nav.
Q is toggle quick nav. R is read.
Read all from current item.
Read all from current item.
Move to status bar.
Move to status bar is S.
Paste.
V is paste.
Cut.
X is cut. And Z is undo. The and sign dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 does this.
Label item. Label item.
Label item. Let's think. What else was there?
Scroll up.
Oh yeah, right. So the TH sign dots 1, 4, 5, 6 does this.
Scroll down.
And the number sign dots 3, 4, 5, 6 does this.
Scroll up.
Scroll up. Scroll down. So you see what's happening here, right? I'm trying to think of some other ones. Oh, dots 5, 6 does this.
Next rotor.
Dots 2, 3 does
Previous
this.
rotor. Previous rotor.
Dots 3 does this.
Previous rotor item. Next rotor item.
And dot 6 does that.
Next rotor item. Notification center.
And dots 4, 6 goes to the notification center. As you can tell, there's a lot here. And I'm sure I haven't even covered all of it. Dots 3, 6 does this.
Activate.
What else is there? I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I couldn't remember.
Redo. Redo. Undo.
Oh, interesting. So dots 2, 3, 4, 6 is redo.
Redo.
I just figured that one out, actually. I did not know that. What sign is that? I forget. Anyways, what else is there? Oh, the ST sign or dots 3 and 4 does this.
Read item summary.
Read item summary. I'm trying to remember what else there was.
Toggle quick nav.
It was a screen curtain thing somewhere.
Toggle screen curtain.
There it is. The 4 sign is screen curtain. That's one thing that works too with iOS 17. When you try to do dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 4 sign, it didn't work, and you'd have to do like this ridiculous thing where you'd press like the Q and then you'd have to hurriedly press the dot 6, but it works on this new update on iOS 16 or iOS 18. That is, Braille screen input has become a game changer in iOS 18. What else is there? Oh,
Scroll right.
P,
Toggle speech.
Q,
Toggle quick nav. Read all from current
R,
item. Move to status bar.
S, T, U,
Paste.
V.
Read all from top.
Oh, W is this.
Read all from top.
Read all from top. X, Y, Z. And this is English, by the way. This is not. I'm doing English grade 2, or contracted, basically. That's pretty much it, I think. And yeah, I mean, command mode has
Escape. Stopping help.
has moments where it is sometimes useful, where you can do certain things, but you have to be. Oh, what is it? Dots 2 and 6. Hold on. Go
Starting
back
help. To stop help, perform a 4-finger double tap or 2-finger scrub
Shut
or press
up.
escape on the keyboard.
Dots 2, 6 does this.
Move to next visible app. Move to previous visible app.
And dots 3, 5 does this.
Move to previous visible app. Move to first item.
I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all that is I can think of when it comes to command mode. So everything
Next
else,
rotor item. Next rotor item. Next rotor item.
Yeah, the next rotor item and previous rotor item is you can also swipe right and left. Let me see something.
Next rotor. Previous rotor.
And if you swipe up and down, it goes to the next rotor and previous rotor, which is kind of cool too. What else? I think that's it for command mode.
Braille entry.
Let me get it out of
Pinch with 2 fingers. Exit Braille screen input. 2-finger rotate clockwise. Next rotor.
Oops, I gotta get out of help.
W. 0 ups. C. K. Place at most 3 fingers on each side. Place at most 3 fingers. A. Home. A. Stopping Braille screen input. Journal. Double tap to open.
So yeah, that's it for Braille screen input. I mean, there's a lot to go over here. This is a new iOS update, and this is actually, I think, one of the biggest updates for VoiceOver that I've seen. There's not a whole lot of like VoiceOver updates themselves. There are some rotor updates we can get into that are new, but like a lot of this is Braille screen input. It's been really massively updated. And so like if you use Braille screen input and if you know Braille, you can actually use it a lot easier. One thing Android did have right was where you would click on a text box and it would automatically turn on the Braille keyboard or whatever they called it on Android, which is something Apple really needed to do for like a long time. And I think they've done well with this update. They've done better than Android, I think, with this one. And so I guess I'll give you my thoughts before we end this episode. And then I'll turn the screen curtain back on. So I really like the way they did this. And one thing, too, that's different as well.
Braille screen input.
Let's see if I can find
Set T. Stopping Braille screen input.
Settings.
Opening settings. Settings. Braille. Back button.
Okay, go back.
Braille. Back button.
So there's a bunch of different things here on voice over itself. And what we can, I might do a deeper episode on iOS 18 in general, because there's some things that are very different with settings as well. For instance, a lot of the apps are on a specific thing called apps now. You open that and that shows all the apps you have. Like, that's one thing that's different. Like, accessibility is closer to the top than it used to be. It's a lot less cluttered, because usually with before iOS 18 and iOS 17 and below, everything was all clunked up together. Like, apps was all, like, all the apps were all together in like this one huge like area, and now it's all separated. Now there's a place for apps, and now accessibility is closer to the top of the screen, or closer to the top of the settings and stuff.
Braille, back button.
See.
Braille, voiceover, back button. Voiceover, back button. Speech, button. Braille, button. Tip, live recognition, voiceover tutorial, button.
Yeah, I haven't really been messing with live recognition. I don't think it works with my phone, but so VoiceOver has tutorials now on this, which I haven't really been playing with, but if you wanted to know more about something, this is one thing that you can do. I haven't seen anything for Braille screen input on here, but there's a lot of things on here.
VoiceOver practice, button. VoiceOver tutorial, button. Select the next item. On each page of this tutorial, you'll learn a new VoiceOver gesture. VoiceOver may be restricted on some pages to select the previous item. You just practice the gesture to select the next item. To select the previous on-screen item, swipe from right to left with one finger. Swipe one finger from right to left now to move to the next page. Activate an item. Some items can be activated, which performs their default action. This is similar. Practice navigating. Now, you'll practice the commands you just activate to dismiss pop-up window. VoiceOver tutorial. Done. Button. Practice navigating. This is the first step. Swipe right to select. Practice. Button. Step completed. Now, double tap with one finger to activate the button. Step completed. Now, swipe right again to move to the continue button. Step completed. Now, double tap with one finger to activate the continue button. Touch to select and speak an item. Another way to select an item is to tap the screen. Wherever you touch or tap, VoiceOver will select and speak the item under your finger. You can tap around the screen or drag your finger to immediately select a different item. Activate to dismiss pop-up window. Button. Swipe right to reach the pears. Grapes. Pears. Strawberries. Continue. Continue. Button. Scroll. In a scroll area, doing a scroll gesture will move to a screen or page in the direction you scroll. You can swipe with 3 fingers in any direction to complete the scroll gesture. Practice it now. Collections. Button. Another.
So yeah, there's a lot here with the tutorial. Let me get out of
collection. VoiceOver. Activate to dismiss pop-up window.
Get out of here. What else?
Settings. Accessibility. Back button.
Make this episode. So
VoiceOver. Heading.
I think that's really it. And I really wanted to go just over the Braille screen and put more than anything.
Voice tap once to double tap. Learn more. What's new? VoiceOver tutorial. Tip. Like. What's new in VoiceOver? Link. Double tap to activate link.
I guess we can do this as well.
VoiceOver. What's new? Live recognition. Detect text, people, doors, furniture, and more by using the live recognition rotor. Live recognition can also be started with a 4-finger triple tap. VoiceOver voice rotor. The VoiceOver language rotor has become the voice rotor. Select any combination of voices, including those from the same language. Audio ducking. In VoiceOver greater than audio settings, choose whether ducking is off, only active when speaking, or always active. Control the level of the VoiceOver volume to be both louder and softer than media. Voice customization. EQ settings can be adjusted per voice. Siri voices have selectable speaking styles. VoiceOver tutorial. Learn how to use VoiceOver in a new tutorial that explains. Startup haptic. VoiceOver uses a haptic to indicate it has started. It can be turned off on VoiceOver greater than audio greater than sounds and haptic settings.
Yeah, that's one thing that's definitely useful, because before I couldn't ever really tell if it was on or not. Sometimes if Apple was acting buggy, which sometimes it does.
Delay before selection. Delay before selection. Control the amount of time before VoiceOver will select an item on the screen after touching the screen. Increasing this value can help reduce accidental touches moving focus. New language support. VoiceOver now supports Lithuanian and Kazakh. What's new with Braille in iOS 18? Heading. Braille input and output. Change your Braille input and output settings independently by choosing any language or table. Use the new Braille input and Braille output rotors, which replace the Braille